Hey, this is Clifton Fair, LMHC and Executive Coach. Welcome to Klif Notes. We will be covering a myriad of topics ranging from executive and leadership challenges, as well as our own human existence, running the gamut between being a human being as well as being a leader within organizations. Stay tuned, show up, listen, watch. We want to make sure that you capture everything that we provide on this show because it's going to help make you better. I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of Klif Notes. Today we have an amazing guest. This is the owner of G21 Fitness. He's also a personal trainer. He's also a humanitarian. He's also a community leader. This is an amazing man that we have with us. And to capture his time today, it's truly an honor and pleasure because he's also my personal trainer. I'd like to present today Mr. Renato Silva.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming, man.
Absolutely.
So good to share the couch with you, right?
With the one-on-one with no sweats,
right.
No weights.
Oh, so. Thank goodness, because I'm tired.
And you look much better than me now.
Listen, when I go to the gym, I'm looking for some type of sympathy because you usually pull out my best.
I always give the sympathy, that.
Well,
so
I don't know, man.
In my way, at least.
Right.
So.
My body's saying something different, but it's grateful, and I really
worth.
appreciate everything that you've offered me. Today, we wanted to just take a moment and just kind of talk about you and your company. It's doing great things. Y'all are growing, and also your nonprofit. But the biggest thing that we want to do is we want to get a chance to just talk to you, Mr. Renato.
Let's do it. Let's open the book.
All right, Coach.
Yes.
First of all, I'd like for you to just take a moment. I've been kind of rambling about who you are, but if you want to actually just say something that I might have missed that you can actually kind of enlighten the listening audience on.
A dreamer. Okay. Let's put it like that.
A
dreamer. I graduated in college in Brazil in exercise science and journalism.
Okay.
My dream was to pursue the career, and I moved to the U.S. to learn the language that I never spoke before. Never spoke English or Spanish in Brazil, only Portuguese. So after 3 months living in America, I felt in love with the culture and decided to stay here illegally.
So you stayed in the...
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I decided to give up my life in Brazil. That was very comfortable to pursue a dream because I came in here and my dream changed as I developed my skills of training in town. I started training some high-profile clients, and there was opportunity through people that I met here, just being lucky and being in the right place in the right time. After having some of those big shots in town, I was able to apply to work at Harbor Beach Marriott, and that was the opening of my career.
So that was, what, 2000?
2000.
So when you came here in 2000, you couldn't speak English.
Nope.
Right? You couldn't speak Spanish.
Nope.
And those are kind of fundamental down in the South Florida area, right?
Yes, but when you come with talent, if you have the dream, if you're a dreamer, you have the skills to perform the dream, you definitely can succeed.
Wow.
So what I did, I started watching movies every night with the closed caption.
What kind of movies?
Any movie like that, I could have the closed caption to be able to learn the language.
Right.
And that's the way I learn English.
Wow.
I never been to school. I never had the opportunity to go to a proper school to learn English.
So the person that we hear speaking English today is self-made, self-taught?
100%.
Wow.
Never been to school. I didn't have money to go to school. Okay. So I came in this country with minimum money because I want to prove that I could make it. And that was my dream that I was pursuing. And I'm very, very pleased today, very happy with the life.
When you're talking about this, I'm thinking about, a mother and father back in Brazil, probably freaking out. Our baby boy has gone to a different continent and he's there. What are we going to do? He doesn't know the language. He has nobody there. Did you have family here?
I had. I came with my ex-wife.
Okay.
And that's the way we started everything because she had lived in America before. That's the reason we chose Miami to be. Because it was more, comparing to South America, Miami is the closest thing we can get in America. Right. So it's very, very tropical, and it's the language that you speak, all those different languages. So I relate Miami to Brazil back then.
Okay.
But it was a huge challenge, living in a country you never spoke the language and coming to a place that you don't know what's going to happen to you because you're illegal, you don't have all the permits that you need to work. And you have to go after. So I was always chasing chasing to succeed. So nothing would stop me. Like I had all these blocks in my way, but I kept pushing, breaking, and deviating the blocks to make sure I could achieve my goal.
You know, it's interesting because, like, you know, most people, when they move to a different city, or even if they move just a different apartment, they usually have like a plan, right? There's something mapped out. We're going to go get boxes. We're going to pack this, right? You just loaded everything up and just decided to come to South Florida. You had your wife here with you, and then you also didn't know the language. And I'm trying to wrap my head around that because I go too far south and I get a little nervous because I don't speak Spanish fluently, right? So I just want to say thank you for taking that shot and that risk and actually dreaming as big as you did, because we wouldn't have had a chance to meet.
You know, it's funny, like a lot of my family back then, like said, you're crazy. Like, so why are you leaving? You just graduated in 2 colleges in Brazil. That's the way I moved here, because graduation was in November and literally like in March I was moving to the US. And I said, why are you leaving everything behind? You just worked so hard to achieve your degrees.
You were supposed to be a journalist after you finished school.
But I could not pursue the career without have the language. And for me to learn it, like I had to get out of there. That was the easiest way, because be around the community speaking Portuguese would be so much harder for me to learn the language. So I took that shot, and it was the best shot I ever took in my life.
I can second that. I second that. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking over your life by actually saying I second it, but I'm grateful for it. Thank you.
Thank you, of course.
You know, so you came here 2000, you started working within the circuit, I guess you could say?
I was working at Fort Lauderdale. Some clients, they're private clients. I was referred by meeting people and going out and trying to get a little work here and there. And I said, I'm a personal trainer. I said, oh my God, we're looking for a trainer. Let me give you opportunity. Let me show how I can do it. But without speaking the language was more, difficult. Was very difficult because part of my business on myself is to be able to explain what I'm doing to the client.
And why.
But what I did was showing the client what to do with minimal words. And they respect me for that, because they knew I was trying to learn. And I was able to change people's lives like that at the beginning. And that's the reason they trust me, because they saw results. Not just because I was young and Brazilian coming here, no. They saw the results of the work that I could give to them.
The youth and the Brazilian thing, that actually may have helped too, right? No,
I believe that helps, because we were very welcome in South America here. Like, so South Americans are very welcome in Miami. So I always been very welcome as Brazilian, always. So, and we have this fame, like, that we are go get it. Like, and we are, like, so Brazilians, that could be, the word could be falling, and we find a way to deviate and go to a place without having that much pain or that much storm.
Your work ethic.
You work it. The work ethic, and you make work. You make work.
You know, the wild part about it is that you also spoke about the humility that people actually fell in love with. You not actually speaking the language proficiently or fluidly, and then you actually just show up, and you're this trainer that's doing the movements. You're lending yourself to the sweat that they're about to produce.
I was in my best shape ever doing that, because I had to work out so hard to show them and fixing forms, like so. And they really honest, like, so the accent and the broken English, because I was just start learning through closed caption, watching movies. That's the way I really learned my English, as I told you. So that was something that became something good for myself, because they will look how hard I was doing. I was trying to do it. It was accomplishing, but they always make fun, like, about the accent. That was like, your accent, the way you speak English, even broke, we can't understand. Like, we don't have issues to understand you, because your body shows everything that your mouth is not saying. So sometimes I want to explain something physically. I didn't have to say anything. I just say, hey, look at me. And like, I'll go and demonstrate. I say, got it, understood, but communication established. That's why I had to create my way to communicate. And they're totally understood. Like, so that was basic.
So you started forging this idea of being a model right in front of your clients, just by actually modeling the exercise.
Exactly.
Right? And you built on that, and I will get to this part, but you built on that as a model or an example for the community?
That was like, again, I always learned from my parents, my father, my mother. You always have to be example for whatever you want to try to accomplish. So my dream was having a facility that I could extend service to a lot of people in the community. So I always took Renato has to be example of leadership, example of humanitarian, example of a father, example of everything. Mm-hmm. So that came from my parents. My father is extremely by the book.
Okay.
So everything that he does has to be an excellence.
Right.
And I learned that from him. And for many years, I had to put that in practice, and I continue doing. But at the beginning, it was much harder to do it because, again, you don't have the language to explain everything, but you have to present yourself with the body language. And I just swim around and I was able to do it.
You mentioned your mom and dad, and we brought them up earlier, and I'm wondering what they're thinking about right now with you turning into who you've become.
They still not believe that I was able to achieve here, as we came here for a simple family, a very simple family, and they always look up to me said, "You're a dreamer." My mother used to call me a dreamer. So you really think you can achieve all this? And a few years later, I had achieved. Yeah. So my mother, they're extremely proud, and my family really look up to me with the work that we do in Haiti too, my humanitarian work. They really look up to me because it became a simple birthday party that I start throwing every year. We were able to create this community of givers and lovers that we're changing so many people, so many lives of Haitians right now.
I definitely want to speak about that work that you're doing over in Haiti. Because that's something that actually speaks to a legacy that your mother and fathers even worked to kind of create and support through you, because they must have done something great for you to actually not only show up as the businessman that you are, but also the giver that you are.
My father was always a giver. He's always helping his family, friends, work. So I just learned if you can help others, the answer, why not?
Right.
So if you can do something for another human being, right, that they're gonna change the person's life, why not do it?
Right.
I see so many people so egocentric, the way they live their lives. I don't see why, because
they're self-concentrated.
You have to, that's the way I was raised by my parents. Always help others, make sure that you share your knowledge, you share your happiness, you share your dreams with people, right, because that's the way you're gonna create your legacy. Right. And I learned since I was in the house with my parents.
So when you started, and what's the name of the nonprofit?
Renand Foundation.
Say it again.
Renand, R-E-N-A-N-D.
Okay, all right.
It's a combination of two names, Renato and Andy, so Renand Foundation.
Okay. We definitely want to make sure that we actually capture that and put that on the clip here.
That's an amazing work that we're doing there. We can talk more.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing for the community in Haiti?
Prevention of human trafficking.
Oh wow!
So it's huge what we do right there. Haiti is a center of human trafficking.
Okay.
It's the most poor country in this hemisphere. Plus, it's a big place for human trafficking. And I didn't believe it till I went there. When I was living in Miami, said human trafficking, this is bullshit.
Right, you hear in the airports and it seems so foreign.
It seems so far, but right, next door, 3 hours from here, is the center of human trafficking, right, and this hemisphere. We start with just trying to prevent human trafficking, but became way more, right, because we start create a community that was sustainable. So we offer jobs to the community to be able to work with the projects that we had right there. We offer microloans to this community that they could start their own business. We build schools. We took over a clinic that now is the only clinic and 200 miles from the capital. Wow. 200 miles. So that means if you break your arm, right here, you have to travel 2 hours to fix your arm.
Right.
And the roads in Haiti are very, very tough.
Right.
So we're able to get this clinic that we do everything. Even HIV prevention we do right there.
Wow.
We discover if ladies has cancer, mama, everything that we can do to prevent, it's applied in that clinic. An operation of 50 employees that work there now, between doctors, nurses, cleaners, chefs, everything.
That's amazing.
That was the extension of the dreaming that we had. So you want to make sure this area is called Bazin Blue, is by Jack Mel. It's like way far from the capital, from Port-au-Prince. So people don't want to relocate there because hard to get there. It's not much. It's a very rural area, and people just don't go there. So we felt like everyone wants to go to Haiti to stay in Port-au-Prince. We decided to go way far from Port-au-Prince to be able to see what we could achieve there, what kind of help they need. And they need so much help. It's not even a joke. Like, so when you get there, sanitation, there's no sanitation there. That's a basic human being living, that's the way I see it. So sanitation is nothing there. They don't have real food. So hard to get food right there. Haiti, it's geographically in the worst place of the hemisphere because everything goes through there. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, fire, everything you can imagine.
For natural disasters.
It's 100%. So it's always something happening there.
Right.
The population is loving. They're like amazing people. And they're a survivor. They're always trying to make the day. Like it's not making plans for a month.
Right.
They have to go through the day.
Just today.
Is the day.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they go a day, 2 days without having a meal or opportunity to having clean water.
So how are y'all bridging those gaps with so many different challenges that they have to face, the adversity that they have to overcome? You're bridging those gaps by just sending money, or y'all actually funding? Okay.
Yeah, we do not. We teach them how to fish.
Okay.
We never give them the fish.
Okay.
So first is giving education, correct?
Right.
So we establish all these programs that we bring the kids from the community to learn to be part of the school.
Right.
When you do that, that means you're taking the kids out of the streets.
Right.
So human trafficking, it's avoiding there because now they're in a safe place. We have to build a safe place, build those schools. So now they're out on the streets, they're learning, they're being educated, they're getting medical assistance, dental assistance, visual assistance, everything that a human being needs to grow. So we provide there through the sponsorships we have, the programs that we have. We feed the kids. We have a meal in school per day, and we have aftercare. They provide another meal for them.
Wow.
So all those kids that are not eating sometimes for a couple of days, they'll get a meal, one meal per day with us at our school. And that changed so much their needs, and they start to be able to dream. They could not dream before because they had to make sure they survive that day. When you start going send your kids to school, if you know you're gonna have a nutrition program there for you, you know you're gonna be safe. You don't have to sell yourself anymore. So your whole life changed. Now you have a chance to become someone.
Okay.
So that's the thing. It's getting people out of the streets, give them an opportunity to grow. And that's the way we do. Like, so we're not going there to give them money. We don't do that.
Okay.
No giving money.
Right.
But we pay for everything, for the teachers, for school, for the food, for the programs, for the hospital supplies. That's what the money goes for.
Okay.
And it's 100% no profit. Like, so I'll go to my birthday event that I've been doing the last few years. Every December, I throw a birthday party that I call a fundraiser for Renand Foundation. And
That's December 1st.
December 1st, yeah, December 1st to be here.
Yeah.
Last year, we were able to achieve incredible numbers. We were able to achieve $412,000 and one dinner. So that shows how much impact we already created here in the community because they trust us. They see the books. We had everything so clear, transparent. That's like, people like, I don't know how you guys did it.
Right.
But we start with 2 people. It's me and my ex-partner. We start the foundation together. And from there, we start branch asking, showing results to clients. And I start asking client by client, hey, I need your support. Can you help us out? And they said, yeah, show me what you guys are doing. And I said, I'll show you and let you see with your own eyes because I want you to come with us to Haiti and see the whole program with the operation.
You were taking people to Haiti.
We did it, yeah.
Wow.
We took many of missionaries came with us, a lot of clients, a lot of friends, and that's the way they understood. because it's so hard to explain, hey, Klif, so I wanted to come to Haiti because they're selling kids right there for $300 in this place. It's called The Rock. I'm like, what are you talking about, Renato? Are you drunk? Like, what's happening? I said, let me come with me. I'll show to you how they do in Haiti. Right. And we, as foreigners, cannot do anything because there's a safety issue there. Right. Culturally, the culture in Haiti, the families that don't have conditions to give education or nutrition, food to their own kids, they wanted those kids to go out expecting the kids to have a better quality of life. But that never happens. What happens is those kids become victims of human trafficking. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing they see happen in Haiti. And for me to show to a lot of Americans that never experienced anything like that.
There's a disconnect there.
No, it's not just disconnect. It was like they were thinking that I was crazy. I was saying, Renato, what are you talking about? That cannot be possible. I said, come see with your own eyes. Mm-hmm. And that's the way I was able to show each one of them how things are done there. And after they go there, they always come back as a big donors, sponsors, and they want to bring families and relatives to help the foundation. Mm-hmm. We start with two people, right. Me and my ex-partner, and now we have the whole board members. Everything is running in a way that it's incredible. It makes me very proud of myself because one little effort to help few kids, there was 4 kids that went there to see, the first visit to Haiti was to see an orphanage that was helping a couple of kids. So I decided to go there because my ex-partner was graduating and he needed a dissertation to go to non-profits and orphanages and things like that. So we went to see with our own eyes. Mm-hmm. But he knew it. If I'll go, my heart is like it's so easy to get in there. Mm-hmm. So he knew the moment that I see the people suffering, I will do something. I'm gonna take action. So I met these 4 kids that had lost father, mother, and our family through the earthquake that was there. Yeah. So we decided to help those 4 kids. And we come back, me and Andy's, and we said, let's just take care of those 4 kids for now. And those 4 kids became 16 and 30 and 40. And the foundation now is like expanding, and we need to create all the foundation for the foundation. Right. Because before it was just helping, people. couple of people, like
big heart, just want to give.
That's it, but like send some clothes and pay for their nutrition and pay for a place to sleep. So it was much easier. But as the need we saw in Haiti it's still huge. Mm-hmm. And we cannot keep them for kids. Right. And we kept extending, and we became now way over 1,000 kids.
That's amazing.
Yep.
I can't even imagine what that ripple effect has looked like throughout the community and then off into Haiti at large as far as those kids turning into possibly examples.
Yeah, right? Because the idea is to make sure those kids learn, they get educated, they graduate, and they come back to give their experience and give their it's like example to the community.
Give their resources that they've been afforded to give back to that same community.
Same cause. Okay. That's the main goal. And we have a couple of people. The kids they're older. We got there. They're already graduating. They're working for the foundation now. As we push really hard that if we gave that chance, opportunity to you, I think you should somehow give back to your community. And normally they all listen to us, and it's working. So they're very grateful. They're able to become someone as graduating something and perform and give back to the community.
If somebody was wanting to possibly go ahead and jump in and participate and support this cause, how could they get started?
It's so many ways you can do it. Like, first of all, if you want to just financially support the foundation, $50 monthly give you one child that you can pay for all the expenses for the kid.
So
$50.
Would they I don't want them to send it to me, so where would they send it to?
It has to be to Renand Foundation. So we have the headquarters, it's here, and the person charges Andy Stamayo. So he's the one that'll be receiving the information, processing everything, and collecting payments and everything else.
We'll make sure we capture that information so we can put it up.
RenandFoundation.org, yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that, because I want to make sure that the audience actually has an opportunity to connect with this amazing cause that you've actually started, the foundation itself. Because it speaks volumes not just to what's happening over in Haiti, but also how we can affect change in our respective lives. And I say that not to minimize what's going on in Haiti, but I say that it's got to start somewhere, right?
We had to start somewhere. That's where we start, and now there's no effect. We just keep growing, and they saw what me and Angie start right there, and they could not believe it. I said, "How you guys are able to get to this point?" I said, "With the heart." That's the capital. Like, it's just heart and hard work, and make sure we don't go down when you get no's, because not everybody is willing to help and give financial support or their own time to a cause. So, and I think very personal. It's something that I still have to learn how to deal, because if I come to my friends, people that I'm socializing, I'm traveling, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm trying to do something for Haiti right now," and you tell me like that, that's not in your books. You don't wanna. You have nothing to do with that. That's something I still don't understand. Like, so why you cannot help others?
Because they don't speak the same language. And that brings me to this point that I want to draw out of you. It's important that the viewers actually get a chance to understand that if they're not speaking the language of care, right, to themselves.
Love, extent of love.
Right, because like a lot of people that are kind of walking around in life today they're not necessarily loving themselves. They're not, taking care of their body. They're not taking care of their physical health. And I feel like the people that you have in your corner who are contributing to your cause, right, this foundation, is like they're actually on board speaking that same language of self-care.
But I'll tell you something, like most of the people that came with us to Haiti and the trips, they got much more than they gave to us.
Of course.
Because they're in so much need, emotionally, mentally,
Right,
relationships, and loving. Like, it's so much more they got. Right. And they always tell us that. Like, it's not
just overwhelmed.
It's like, I was thinking I was not coming here to help this community, but like, you guys are helping me, or helping us.
Right.
We save marriages there, believe it or not. We had this couple that came with us, they're going through a major issues. When they saw that their problems here was this
big,
compared to we're dealing some of those kids there, they just changed their perspective. Like, okay, let's just focus on something that's way more important right now than or issues that are minor.
Right.
So like, they had so many stories. It's crazy. People are going to depression. Right. They lost a relative, a father, a child, and when they go there with us, you come back fulfilled of joy, gratitude. Right. Like they just we change lives in a different way. You were helping us change lives in Haiti, but we really change your life in a different way. So you're getting a lot from the trips, a lot from the community.
When you spoke about how this foundation is not only helping the people who are participating in giving, right? They're giving their resources, the funding. I wonder how that translates into like the stories of success for the kids.
Yeah, like it is like, normally the kids that we be dealing, it's from the age of their youth. But we had some kids that already, when you got there, they're 16, 17, and we decided to give opportunity because you saw they could help us with the growth of the foundation. Right. So again, it's investment. Right. We didn't give them money. Right. We make sure they they finish their studies, graduate, and come back to work with us. So we have 2 cases now. We have one guy that graduated in medicine right there, and he's helping the foundation, the hospital. He giving back as.
When you said he graduated, sorry to cut you off. You said he graduated. Where did he graduate from?
In Haiti, they have different ways to, we don't have the college the way they are here.
Okay.
First of all, learn something about Haiti that is something that you guys probably don't know. Haiti doesn't offer public education. It's no such a thing in Haiti.
Okay.
Everything has to be paid.
Right.
So nothing is free as education in Haiti. Why? The country want to keep you, they don't want to share education with you. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
So we send those kids to special training or classes that's equivalent to our colleges here.
Okay.
So then
almost like trade school.
Yes, kind of community college example.
Okay.
They're not high-end universities, but they're given enough information to graduate in their country.
Right.
So we already have 2 examples that kids that graduated through us.
Okay.
That we put in college. We call college. It's not a college,
right.
equivalent to college. And one is a doctor and one is a nurse. And one actually a doctor, a nurse, and we have a lawyer. The nurse is a new guy, but the lawyer has been helping the foundation growing too. So that means we pay for the education. They finish the college,
right.
And now they're giving back. They have a salary, yes. They do have a salary work
Of course.
with us because everybody needs to make
They're
money
non-professionals,
somehow, but they are giving back
Right.
to the community that he was one day hopeless, and now he's giving back that everyone has a chance in life.
Like really showing these kids like the kids that are coming up behind them, hey, look, this is not only what's possible if you just stay here for today, you can do away with the survival mindset, right? And you don't have to go and scrounge, or sell yourselves.
Yep.
But you can also become something bigger than you ever imagined.
Absolutely, and we start with the language.
Okay.
So our schools offer 2 languages right there. Right. Like in Haiti, like you learn the French Creole. That's the way you grow up with that.
Patois?
So
it's called
patois. Yeah, like it's a dialect. It's very different than a French, but that's the way they communicate.
Right.
But our schools offer English, and we know the English is a universal language in the world. So those kids already learn English. They already are stepping ahead of thousands and thousands and thousands of kids. They're not in school learning anything.
That are in Port-au-Prince
language
and everywhere. Okay, all right.
So it's these little things that we do that become a bigger, much bigger things. The results are incredible.
Right.
Like nutrition, like so many of those kids has such a bad nutrition, but extremely bad, to a point like we lost kids from bad nutrition. We lost kids from disease. We are like that's a community that they are survivors, but that's the way we manage. Like so, it's one step at a time, one case at a time, and nothing is always going to be the same there.
Okay.
So we have to improvise as we need. We have to change path as we need. But the growth of the foundation right now is incredible because everything is working. Sustainability, they're on a path that makes me really proud to be part of and continue to
be the founder, co-founder.
It's like me and my ex-partner there, he's the one that was the dreamer.
Right.
He's the one that came to me like, say, we need to open a foundation. I laugh, honest, Klif. I
You're
laugh so hard.
I'm trying to make my business grow. You're killing me.
I'm trying to make money. Like, so
right.
how am I gonna give everything back? Like, so because this is a no profit.
Right.
I cannot make any money.
Right.
Like I'll be arrested.
It didn't make sense at the time.
Like how when I'm young, I'm trying to make a living, like and have a new business. How am I gonna do all this? He said, you can do. Just figure it out. I'm like,
you're not helping.
Okay.
You're not helping me.
Like I said, okay, so let me give it a shot. Let me try to do everything at once. So I started doing a little bit of everything. The little bit of everything was growing with people help. So with other eyes from the outside. So some press from magazines, from social media. Social media is such an easy, powerful tool to develop, to expand any business. And we use all these platforms for free. So that's the way, like, we didn't have money.
Right.
So we had money to pay for those kids to eat.
Right.
That was the money. I was scrambled so hard at times to make a fundraiser. From our fundraiser events, the beginning was a Blue Martini, and we had art auctions. So I had all these people to create a piece of art, and we can just auction there. And I could not believe it. Those cocktail parties was extremely successful.
Interestingly enough, it almost feels like people are looking for an opportunity.
They are, but everybody, like, so America is a very big and giving to others.
Right.
Like we've been
helps
all over the
us
world.
feel better.
Not only that, so we have the opportunity, we have the means to do it.
Right.
Very different. Brazil is hard for you to help others financially because you already work so hard to make a daily pay, like your weekly pay. So here I feel like we have way more opportunity, especially in this part of the country.
Right.
I feel like that's
our resources are a little bit
so much
more
bigger.
extensive.
Like so I feel like Miami, Fort Lauderdale is like the destination for
Retirees.
Retiree that already is successful, create a business, and now is really enjoying life. So they have the opportunity, they have the condition to share, to give back.
Okay. So people need to take advantage of being able to be here in this place in order to give back.
We do so much here, like, so you're involved with the community. We always do Equality Florida example.
Yeah.
I'm a donor to Equality Florida.
Thank
and
you,
I do
by the
believe,
way.
of course,
Yeah.
and I believe in being sponsoring or giving packages for auctions when they have auctions, giving prizes, and that's the work. So it's everyone can give a little bit. It don't have to be a lot.
Yeah, you don't have to give away
But
the form.
that together we're so much stronger. Like so, and that's the way all this. That's the way we can take any organization to the next level. So it's helping a little bit.
There was this idea that I was presented when I first moved down to South Florida, and it was like, if you help enough people get what they need and or want, you ultimately will get what you need and or want.
That's 100% right. Klif, I never ask, when I do my pro bono work, I never ask anything back.
Right.
But life has been so giving to me, the abundance that I was able to get with friends, with financially, with opportunities that came in because...
With the support for your daughter. I'm sorry to bring that
oh
up.
my
We didn't
God,
talk
you're
about her
kidding me.
yet,
Like,
right?
yeah, it's like, I'm a single father.
Yeah.
So this is not easy. And I have an amazing daughter. She's like, my everything. And yes,
turned
like,
into
so
a
I had all the
amazing woman.
support.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of support. So it's because we're doing things, doing good things. Like, so it's always come back to you. One way or the other, you gotta receive something from the universe because, like, hey, again, I came here for nothing. Came here like with one chicken in my hand. Like, so I have to learn. I gotta learn how to speak English and learn to speak Spanish and find my way, my path to become legal. And that's like, what is that? That's the universe giving back to me. I'm not better than anybody.
I mean, you ultimately have shown up as the epitome of an example and a model for those kids as well. When you open your mouth and you share your story of success, aspiration, dreaming, by the way you just came in here and you're just like, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna stick to it.
Figure out, you're right. That's the word. Like, gonna find a way to make happen, to survive. So I'm very stubborn with that. So if I put something in my mind, I just go. And sometimes I don't think too much. I overreact and I put on my feelings in front of everything. But everything's been working. So like, if you're asking me like, do you change anything that you haven't done? Or like, say,
Nope.
It's our life experiences that made who I am today. It's no changes. Like, why change something right there? Because I learned from those mistakes, made me stronger, made me better, made more understanding.
Right.
Like patience. Right. Like, I have to learn how to become very patient through the process to raising a daughter. Because no one gave me the book, How to Raise a Teenager Daughter. Never happened.
As you talk about this, I'm getting a little anxious.
So, yeah. So you know that. So,
right.
I was learning. I was even told my daughter yesterday, like, so I didn't have the book. I'm still learning. Therapy, friends, family gatherings. Like, so that's why I discovered how to be a father. And I think I'm doing very good job as a father because we have a great relationship, me and my daughter. And she's a teenager. And teenagers and parents, they're not very good in communication. No, like, so we never had a fight. Never had a fight.
What?
Not a fight.
Come
we
on.
Talk.
You can be...
This is honest, you can ask her.
Really?
Bring her. She always said, we never had a fight. Right. We sit down, we talk, and I'm very clear what I wanted from her. Right. And she's very mature, very mature. And she understood, like, so, because she coming from traumas of, raising voice, retaliation.
Wow.
I know that direction won't help me.
Right.
Because I understood that'll be worse for her. Right. So I have to take the other direction here. So I have to take, well, how can I get close to her? How can I get the respect? And has to be a both way. Deal here.
A two-way street, yeah.
Two-way streets, exactly. So, and we don't fight. So we talk. We had some moments that like, hey, sit down here. Let me tell you something. This is not the way things are. If you really But she always listened. That's the reason I never had a fight. And people don't believe it. So she never like called me names or like, so
No
it's so
acting
normal
out.
because I hear people like their parents always talking about, like, my daughter's trying to, she wants to kill me, and I'm like, I don't have that.
Right.
But I was always very open mind to listen their needs.
Right.
So listen to them. And sometimes parents don't want to listen to the kids. They just want to boss the kids around and tell them what to do. And that's not the way I see parenting. Parenting for me like comes with love, guidance, extent of love. So many times I want to just shake her.
Like, what are you doing?
It's all right. Let's just
right.
take a step back. So, but really like, oh my God, I just want to shake her. But that's being a parent. Like, so no one gave me the book. I had to learn. I'm still learning. Please help me out here because I might need some guidance, some counseling.
As a matter of fact, I was thinking about picking your brain some more off camera because like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, there's a couple of conversations I know I want to have with my kids, right?
All right. We can get the next topic there.
The next time we'll talk about that. I want to be able to just kind of circle back and just make sure that I've done justice for you with your time being here, because you've gone over so much. I mean, you have just a story here in the U.S., right? Your story alone here in South Florida has just been an amazing story. You know, I'm listening to how you've affected change not only in other people's lives as far as the local community here, but you've reached out in order to actually help people in Haiti. You're doing a great job as a father from what you're explaining to us. You're also doing a great job as a trainer. I thank you personally. Yes, sir. So, just like hearing how you've been able to just take the most raw and authentic version of yourself and really just share that with as many people as you possibly can. You show up as an inspiration, sir.
Thank you. I have to thank you for the opportunity to have me here, because I never have opportunity to share all this in a combo. We share a few parts about my work in Haiti, being a parent, but you combo everything now. It's a combination of parts of Renato, parts of who I am today. And you're right. So I put on my head to do certain things, and all the shots that I took I made work.
Yeah.
Like I made work and be able to help others. An extension of helping others the way we do now, the foundation at G21 Fitness, my personal life with friends. Like, so I have people like they say, why you always helping? Like, hey, if I can refer you a handman to work, if I know someone that's good, why I'm not gonna contact you?
Right.
Like my helper in the house, the housekeeper, I always share her with everybody because
she's good.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
Why not share someone that's amazing? Like, so some people want to keep for themselves because they're afraid to lose. And my idea of sharing is because I always get more.
Right.
Unexpected. Don't think I'm expecting that, but always come back more to me.
100%.
Because that person, I'm going to say great things about me to the new client. That client might turn into a G21 client or be a new close friend like you. Like, so it's this domino effect that it's just helping others, always going to get something good to your life. That's what I learned.
If I could say anything to everything that you've gone over as it relates to being taking a more holistic approach to living one's life. I hear your story, I listen to the examples that you've given and the information and the backstory, and I realize like you are a prime example of like a complete person, right? The way that and that's not to gas you. Let me not gas you. And I say a complete person, but what I really feel like I could say is a more complete version of a business owner, right? So like when I speak to business professionals today, I'm asking them questions like, what are you doing within your community? How are you showing up as being a human being and not just a number in a corporation?
Yes.
Or for your corporation.
For a corporation, yeah,
right?
Even worse, yeah.
So when you talk, I really see how you're actually taking care of health, you're taking care of the community, you're taking care of your family, you're being loved on and supported by your family and friends, right? Like I see that whole thing, And I'm wondering, was that ever like a thought, I need to check all these boxes, or
No, that just happened.
Really?
That was just happened.
People pay big money for this type of coaching, by the way.
That's amazing.
Stay tuned.
That's amazing. That's amazing. No, everything just happened. It was nothing planned. I'm self-made.
Right.
And that's the way I start everything. That's the way I'm continue doing my things. I won't say that has anything. Yeah, taking care of myself. That's the basic. And right now, actually, I'm going through a whole detox of Renato. So I was on vacation. I was being a bad Renato when I was on vacation.
Right.
And now the good Renato came back, and he had to take action. I never let things get too clogged.
Okay.
I keep taking actions accordingly, or when I need, or I know things will get out of control.
Right.
I'm a little control freak.
Well, you always see how you can improve, right?
Yes,
Whether
I'm
that's
always
in
looking for
business.
improvement. So a G21 example right now, we started G21 Fitness as a workout facility.
Right.
From there, we became workout and physical therapy.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we extended to IV infusions and the whole cosmetic area now with Botox and fillers and everything else. From there, I said, we're still missing something here because I wanted the recovery part.
Right.
So the recovery is very important because everybody needs to stretch, to do the relaxation of your brain, because the work, the ethics in America, we are always working.
Right.
We're always doing things so we're workaholics. Mm-hmm. And recovery is really important for you to be able to sleep better, to be healthy, just to be healthy.
Right.
Now, even is the hope. So we create, we add the guided stretch, that's we call the new business inside G21 Fitness. And now the last part is Advanced Med Spa. It's a spa that takes care from the inside to the outside, not the outside to the inside.
Right.
So they go to the core. They detox your liver, your kidneys. They remove worms. They do things that normally in America you don't see that.
Right.
In Brazil, it's very common.
Right.
It's a Brazilian spa.
Aha.
And Brazilian techniques, Brazilian machines, everything.
So you got a little bit of home right there in G21.
It's not a little bit of home. It's a lot of home there because we have so many Brazilians that work there with us.
Right.
And this Brazilian spa that's called Advanced Med Spa, mm-hmm. It's incredible because I went to try what they offer, mm-hmm. and I fell in love. Because you see things like that we don't have here, and they really should be added everywhere. Talking about healthy, just detox your body. Not with drugs, but in a healthy way, with herbs, with teas, mm-hmm. with meditation, with peptides. Mm-hmm. Peptides are so common right now that people don't even know what that means. Mm-hmm. But peptides is the ultimate in fitness and to help you to achieve your goals in a natural way. Mm-hmm. So peptides for fat burning, peptides for growth hormone, peptides for memory loss, peptides for you name it.
Right.
And they're all 100% natural.
Wow.
So those things that we're using at G21 Fitness and all the business that we're there together, because we're one stop for everything now. Everything can be done there. We have an amazing doctor that she does look at the blood work, and anything you need to do it, it'll be there. So when you come there, you realize that we're gonna take care of you from the inside to the outside, that you shine and feel good and look good and perform better.
I want to be looking like Renato. That's what I want. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for a Renato look.
So I have to give him a couple of months. Renato's going through the process now, to become when I go out for vacation, I truly enjoy myself. Mm-hmm. And I had a vacation for a couple of weeks and just get back in town. So I'm detoxify the whole detox process in my body right now. So, but I'm going in a good direction. I started doing spinning again.
You're doing spinning too?
Yeah. Jeez. I just start cycling because I am a lazy guy for cardio.
Right.
My cardio goes because I'm working all day, I'm standing, I'm moving. Before we should go out dancing way more. I don't do much that anymore. And try to focus on the business so I can't be out hours anymore because that doesn't go together. But it is it's I lost again.
Or your cardio. You don't like doing cardio.
Yeah. So I don't like cardio and I decided to join Cycle Bar. Mm-hmm. Cycle Bar is an amazing cycle studio in town, and I'm having a blast. I already dropped 7 pounds.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
man.
just
crazy.
cycling a little bit, and of course, I'm changing my nutrition habits here because I can expect to eat chocolates every day. Like,
you told me I couldn't have any, and you shoving them.
Well, that's the way. That's what we do. Like, you tell them we're not supposed to do, but we do behind the scenes.
Chocolate and bourbon, absolutely. I'll go ahead and put that.
That's like a perfect combination for disaster.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, I'm chuckling because just being able to capture your story and really hear about just how awesome you are, both in front of me as a trainer, but also as a human being and a business owner. You're doing things that are extremely outside of the box of the norm, and I'm excited to actually know you and also to actually be a part of. I say a part of your business because I'm receiving the benefits from it.
Yes, it's a pleasure when you come there for me to kick your ass.
Yeah.
Like, so that's like, I do with so much pleasure. Like, so that's like, let's go.
I was hoping you wouldn't actually say that, but yes, he does. Renato kicks my ass.
He crashed sometimes on the floor, like, almost passing out to say, come on, big guy, stand up, let's go.
Okay, like I think you're sharing a little too much. Some of it's supposed to be confidential.
But that's the best part. The raw, like, that's the best part. How I do motivate you is just talking with him and be example. I show up. Yeah. That's the motivation. It's showing up to him. We don't have to say much. Klif is when you look up to you, he sees like, he want to be he wants something that I offer, that I have in myself. And that's the motivation, is just to stand up and show up and be present.
I know your expectations. I know your standards. And that's what I try to show up for, right? I want to make sure that.
And every time he shows up is always with excellence. Like, so if he cannot perform, he doesn't come. That's what I learned about you. So if you're not gonna do it, he doesn't come. So every time you're there, we always had great workouts because you came open to receive, without arguing or questioning me. That happens all the time.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, on those days when I can't come, if I can't actually get good sleep and I'm supposed to be there at 5:45 in the morning, I'm not doing that because I can't show up for you. I'm doing that because I'm afraid of what's gonna happen to my body. What's gonna happen to my body is gonna shut down.
It's a very good action to do that because I'm gonna kick your ass regardless.
Yeah.
Like, so with tears, no tears,
I can feel my eyes welling up right now thinking about that. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll get my hands on you very soon. Don't you worry.
Next week we'll be back. Yeah. I really want to say again, thank you very much for your time with us today. I'm trusting that everybody that's been able to listen and participate in watching the show gets an opportunity to actually just open your hearts, not only to Renato kicking your ass, but also allowing yourself to get some healing from the inside out as it relates to the foundation that they're supporting and that they've co-founded together, Renato and his ex-partner. Renato, you've been awesome, just being able to capture this.
Thank you.
Really thank you for your time and also everything that you're doing for us locally as well as throughout the world, man. Throughout the world.
It's crazy. Amazing. Haiti's been like, there's a legacy that's, I can't even, sometimes when I start thinking about what we create there, the impact that we're having in that community, it's crazy. It's so big. And that's the reason I keep putting all my eggs and my efforts on that, because we're seeing results. Like, so we can't stop now. Like, it's just the beginning. And more people get to know us and see the work and see the results that we get in there. Like, they're pretty sure they're gonna join and be part and help, because it doesn't take much. Like, it's a little bit of effort. Sometimes I talk like my friends, like say, it's 2 drinks that I'm gonna do in a month, or that's the amount that you're helping, you're saving a life.
Right. With
you know what
drinks.
That means? Like, so you're saving a life with $50 a month, saving a life. It's not like helping a kid, it's saving a life.
Right.
That kid could be right now in the black market sold as a slave, sex slave, labor slave. Like, there's so many horrible things that those kids go through in Haiti. Not only Haiti, I think pretty sure that Miami is the largest port of trafficking in the US right now, New York and Miami. So, but going back to Haiti, like, it's just it's giving the kid the opportunity
To have a life.
To have a life.
Not even a different life, just a life.
To have a life, yeah. People like say,
and it'll be different, but they'll actually just have a life, and the difference will start taking off from there.
So it's one, like, again, like it's just a minimal help that I tell all my friends, and like the way you feel about, that's priceless.
Right.
When you achieve that, you helping, you know, they save a child with a little bit of money that you can spare.
Right.
That's a feeling that I can never compare. Like, so, and I've did so many times, and I'm so excited for the next fundraiser because I become an auctionist. Like I do the auction too. Imagine like someone that came with no English, no Spanish, nothing.
No,
like,
you do it. You're an auctioneer.
Auction, like,
right?
you know, prices are 10,000, 15,000 things. They're like, it's just crazy. So, but I put my shirt on. I said, today I gotta be the best of the best, and I have to shine. I have to achieve my goals here. Like, and every year is getting better and better. So I hope this year we get even another amazing, successful fundraiser event.
Well, I'm trusting that we'll be able to be there for December 1st.
You'll be there, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're gonna see me in action.
One last thing before we go. What's that one key idea or thought that you'd want to be able to say to the listening audience or the viewers, like that would have them change, tweak, or alter their path right now, right? What's that?
I always pursue your dreams. Like, so I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
Like, the pursuit of your dream you have, never give up. If you have that dream and you have your heart on that dream, go for it. Like, don't let anyone tell you you're not enough, you can't conquer. Like, I heard that so many times, and today I look behind and look back and I said, wow, if I had listened to those people,
right,
like, I'll be just like them.
Yeah.
In a place that I definitely don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's misery, sometimes it's jealousy, sometimes it's so many things there, but like, go after. If you have a dream, go after. I came from nothing, had education, and I had to turn that into something. And look today, wholesale will be helping kids in Haiti, a community here, and Fort Lauderdale, Wilton Manors. We change so many lives daily. G21 changes so many lives daily. That's the beauty that we have. Foundation changing lives, G21 changing lives. Pursue your dreams.
Pursue your dreams.
Put your heart on, and I'm pretty sure like you can take amazing results with that.
I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon. And if your dreams are already being accomplished, dream bigger.
Dream bigger. So I've been dreaming bigger since I got here.
Right.
I came here for like one little thing to turn into, and I haven't stopped, and I'm still not stopping because I'm going to the next level.
Yes, sir.
It's like I'm not stopping. I'm not.
Thank y'all so much for being a part of another episode of Klif Notes. Today we had an opportunity to speak with Renato, and we really, once again, we appreciate you actually being with us today. Excellent story, excellent humanitarian, excellent coach, great father. Thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.